if we invite nature in and we just allow it to flow through us when it wants to show up, and we play with it, we just, hey, cool, hello, and don't try to overthink it, don't try to understand it, just allow it. It will show us when we're out of balance, and more, we come into balance. Hello, welcome back. We are continuing our deep dive into astrology, 2 degrees at a time. Today we're on Aquarius Leo11. Each of the degrees are symbols and truths and psychological profiling. They're storylines. We see them in social media, but if you're not aware of them, you wouldn't realize they're there. So if you want to know more about yourself, more about your life, thanks for being here. Stick around. Let's get into Aquarius 11. During a silent hour, a man receives new inspiration which may change his life. At sunset, a shepherd watches over his peaceful flock. A man clearing out his own aura. Crows eating the corn a farmer has sown. A poet sleeps in the midst of poems which are scattered everywhere around him. The stone here is Phenakite or Phenacite. It goes by either name, and both stones for each of the degrees will be in the description if you'd like to take a closer look. Phenacite is sometimes called a visionary's stone. It helps us develop our psychic abilities, telepathy. It promotes out-of-body experiences like astral travel, multidimensional travel. It facilitates deep meditation, and it accelerates spiritual growth. It promotes peace and harmony. This is a sweet degree, and basically it's telling us to lighten up, loosen our grip on what we think we can control and what we think we understand. And if we just take care of the generalities like be joyful, don't be fearful, be courageous, don't look for victims and victimizers, everything else will just sort of sort itself out. So that's a primary message on this degree. Also, if we just take a broad picture of all the symbols, telling us to kind of slow down, meditate. During a silent hour, a man receives information. So if we take our guidance internally, from spirit, from God, from our higher self, whatever it is that you agree is within you, your higher power, we are guided. And if we're peaceful and joyful, we're not victims. It's like if we can embrace that idea, it just all smooths out here. However, if we go the opposite route and we are joyless, we scatter our energy, we worry about things that are going on in the news that we really can't control, but it gets us fired up and it agitates us, then we are fertile ground for things that we don't want to create. So, warning on this degree. In a gentle way, though. And each of these symbols say that in different ways. The poet that is napping around all of his poems, it's saying that we create what we are living with. And if we don't like what we're creating, write different poems. We make a lot of judgments, and we carry a lot of things in our physical body, in our pain body, that we need to let go of. So we almost need to give ourselves a smudging, like an emotional, mental smudging of our aura. Think of that internally, and have, quote unquote, a temporary memory loss, and just reboot. Allow your system to reboot. So this degree has a lot of sensitivity to what its surroundings are doing and then how other people are feeling, and vice versa. So this could be fertile ground for discontent, for feeling agitated because you sense what other people want, and sometimes it can just be like nails on a chalkboard. But if you promote and project joy, courage, happiness, contentment, it breeds that. And if we think of our inner self like a shepherd looking over its flock, that we are always protected. We always have the answers, and the key here is just to be peaceful and know that if we allow ourselves to step out of control mode and having to fix things, having to tell somebody they're doing it wrong, or taking sides with victims or victimizers, we open ourselves up to being guided from within, as if a shepherd is looking over its flock. The other message that's real key here is at the start of anything that we do, whether it be a major project like you're getting ready to write a book, or you are starting a new art project or a new project in your shop, whatever it is, if we stop first and we ask for inspiration to come from within and we let it flow through us, flow through our hands, flow through our mouth, flow through our mind, and we become more than. Our project becomes imbued with eternal wisdom. If you create something, you want it to have lasting appeal, even if it's only in your house, it doesn't matter. If we tap into our internal power structure and just ask for guidance, flow through me, open yourself up, let it flow through, we might be surprised here in a really wonderful way. Let's take a look at Leo11. Children play on a swing hanging from the branches of a huge oak tree. In the jungle, people and monkeys climbing on vines. A man using both hands is writing several stories simultaneously. A boy removing a thorn from his foot. A milkmaid feeding her cows. The stone here is tree or dendritic agate. It helps us maintain focus during difficult times. It brings stability when we are experiencing confusion. It helps us awaken to our understanding of ourselves, connects us to our spirituality, and attracts positive growth. This is a playful degree. Here we're actually talking about children on a swing. I think this is telling us to embrace being childlike, allowing ourselves to be guided internally with our inner self, to play with our subconscious, to here actually it's saying let it be in the driver's seat. Just step back and let it roll. If we try to control on this degree, we can be stuck in a terrible cycle where we think we're getting somewhere and then we throw it askew because we want to grab a hold of it. So it's trusting in the fact that there are many forces at work within us that are powerful and want to help us. And if we just let go, don't control, then we flow with life and it flows with us. And it's this beautiful exchange of interacting with the most beautiful aspects of ourselves with whatever it is we're dealing with. If we feel that and get excited and think, oh yay, I'm going to take over now, I'm going to control now, we will throw a wrench in the gears and it will throw it in reverse. There's also an ability to have monkey mind stuff going on here, like just staying busy to stay busy so that we don't deal with the elephant in the room. So we may have an awareness of what the elephant in the room is, or the thorn in the foot. Here it's the foot is understanding, so there's something that may be blocking your understanding. And here if you just let go and allow and say, okay, bring it, I want to understand, help me understand what I'm dealing with here today. And it will guide us. Our subconscious will take over. We just allow, don't control, just allow. If we adopt this attitude, we'll see more and more the ways that we get in the way of letting nature help us, being in the flow. This could actually be somebody who is a writer, and again, you just want to flow. Let it get out on the paper. Let it just come on out of you. If you're an artist, put it on the canvas. Don't think about it. Just go. So breathe, allow, flow, and play. This is a playful degree. It helps us reboot. There's incredibly powerful nature energy that wants to help, but it's subtle. If we overthink it or are hanging on to beliefs and pain emotionally, then we're going to miss the signals and we're going to go off in another direction. So when nature shows up, like yesterday, late last night, there was a symbol that came to me, and I don't entirely know what it means, but I know I associate it with this time of year. It's that St. Bridget's, it's that cross where the wheat is all woven together. And it came to me, and I just took it in, and I had the urge, because I like to try to understand and clean things up, and I like to control stuff, and it's absolutely to my detriment. But when I saw that symbol, it was so beautiful, and it stayed as long as I just allowed it to stay. And then when I thought about it too much, it went away. And then I saw it again, and this, in one part, it's in one part of my body, and then I saw it again, and it was like spinning with my head, and it was like so cool, and I wanted to know more about it, but anytime I overthought it too much, it went away. So here we're really meant to just allow. Nature will help us out if we just allow. And it will help us get in balance when we open up to nature, like the ancient traditions that we don't fully understand, like they register like that symbol of that cross. It's ancient. It means something. I know it's connected to embolic, but beyond that I really don't know. But if I just allow it, it's trying to help me. And it was spinning. Leave a comment. Have you had anything like that recently? If we invite nature in and we just allow it to flow through us when it wants to show up, and we play with it, we just, hey, cool, hello. And don't try to overthink it. Don't try to understand it. Just allow it. It will show us when we're out of balance, and more, we come into balance. So here we're just supposed to simply accept that. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hello, new subscribers. Subscribe if you are enjoying these and don't want to miss as we make our way through astrology 2 degrees at a time. Give me a like if you're enjoying this. Leave comments if these are speaking to you strongly. If you have a different take on them, if you had a dream, if they're strong in your chart and you have like some insight you'd like to share with all of us, we would love to hear it. And take care till next time.